where you at, man? Shit.
Oh, yeah.
I had crazy.
Yo, mic check 1, 2. Mic check 1, 2. Hey, what up, y'all? Wolfgang Amadeus here. I'm doing a live. I normally do pre-records and just upload and do what I need to do when it comes to like certain issues or certain topics that's at hand right now. But you're tuned in to Set in the West, and I just wanted to speak on a few things just momentarily, because I'm hearing some stuff, but it's like not a lot of people are talking about it. I'll just keep it a buck. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, but not a lot of people are speaking on it. What's up, y'all? Can y'all hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if you can. Bajibu, appreciate you. Greetings to you as well. Just got a few people in right now. I'm gonna let everybody load in. Thank you, Tamisha. Appreciate it. Yeah. As you can see, there's some stuff going on talking about Jay-Z's house was raided by the feds. And I'm hearing some things about Diddy and him being implicated in the demise of 2Pac's core. I'm just going to touch up on a little bit of that, you know what I'm saying? Because there's always been rumors in the street about that situation, but apparently someone in association with Keefy D and the whole thing with his case in Vegas, that's come up. One of Diddy's former associates is coming out right now and saying that there was some involvement with Puff with that whole situation, the unalivement of 2Pac and of Biggie. Now everybody know, in general, as far as the thing with Diddy and the case that happened in '97 with Mr. Wallace, rest in peace, Christopher Wallace, Biggie Smalls. And Biggie was not supposed to be in California at all. Not at all. He was supposed to be overseas, but they wanted to go ahead and before the album, his not Ready to Die, Life After Death, before Life After Death dropped, he was in California, but he was scheduled to be overseas to, I guess, do the promo thing, etc. I remember him being on a Wake Up show, talking, and I went to Compton High that year. I graduated. I remember being at school like, yo, Biggie is over here in the, like, I forget what hood it was in, but he was supposedly kicking it with some Compton Crip dudes. And I didn't believe it, but then later we saw pictures and I said, oh, Biggie was in Compton. Well, this was before the Pac unenlivenment or something. I do remember that, though. I'm not gonna lie. I do remember that. And if memory serves me correct, somebody was, oh yeah, Biggie got people out here. I don't know, whatever. So I found that odd. I'm just going back and forth between that time, because it was a 6 months time when Biggie and Pac both met their demise. I think Pac was around September of '96. Then we had March of '97 when it was done for Big. And Big and Puff were kind of going at it because there were some things behind the scenes regarding publishing, regarding a whole lot of stuff. Big was supposed to do an album with Jay-Z. Let's tie in Jay-Z. They were going to call it The Commission. It was he, Big, I believe it was Charlie Baltimore, and who's the other sister who was supposed to be? But long story short, Big was just ready to just be like, you know what? I don't like what's going on over here with Bad Boy. Something's up with the publishing. I'm finna go do my own thing. But of course, that a person like Puff can't have control or cannot lose control of an asset like Big. Big brought him so much money. overall, what I'm saying is, and a friend of mine, she said it. When Big, it was real insensitive, but she said you got to get smoked to go platinum. And I said, wow, that's kind of cold. But yeah, that happened. That was back in '97 with Puff and the whole situation with his involvement. It's always been rumored like, hey, he had something to do definitely with the Pac situation, but the Biggie stuff was kind of, we don't know, why would he do X, Y, and Z? Why would he do that? But I remember they even tried to blame DJ Quick. They put it on Quick when the whole thing with that thing with the party, when Biggie left the party over on Wilshire and Fairfax, and he was leaving. And I'm not gonna go too deep with what I'm hearing on the street or what I heard on the streets about the situation back then, because I like when you're fresh to the ground, when you like fresh to the moment, fresh to the ground, the epicenter of that information being out there, and over time things change. But they tried to blame that on that whole little situation on DJ Quick. They really tried to blame Quick for the demise of Biggie. There's still no people to say concrete who did it and who did what. But now we have a situation with this case now with an associate, a business associate with Puff, who's come out right now to implicate and say, yeah, he had something to do with it, with the whole thing with Keefy D, this whole trial that's going on with Keefy D. Yeah, they're saying that Puff is possibly going down for this, but we shall see. What's up, Lindsay Lou? Grand Rising. Let me say what's up to everybody. Sam 3, appreciate you. Baji Boo again. Tamasha, that's your name. Yeah, y'all. Now, here's another thing. The whole thing about Biggie and Puff. It was, it was basically just like a rumors behind the scene, rumblings behind the scene. Yeah, but Big got with he had the Junior Mafia thing. Big was the pen behind a lot of, the Little Kim stuff, the Junior Mafia stuff. And his publishing was still like not right. That's why he did his thing with Junior Mafia. And he was just ready to step out and do his own thing. That would have been great. Like if Big would have been like an exec, like Puff, and Big was dope. Big was hip hop. I still remember that Big album, that first album, Ready to Die. Shout out to my boy Ariel. I know you be listening, man. Ariel, back when we was at Westchester High, he gave it to me on tape. Like, yo, you gotta hear this, because he was a Jewish dude from New York. We used to just chop it up about hip hop. And he's like, oh, you heard this Biggie album? I'm like, no, he gave me the whole album on tape. Like, if someone takes their time to dub a tape for you back in the day, y'all were, that meant he was your homie. You know what I'm saying? So he took the time one night and just gave me the whole tape, like right before it really kind of came out. And I was like, oh, this album is crazy. And to be honest, I wasn't a big fan of Big, but I that dude was dope. So more of a fan of Craig Mack. Craig Mack was the truth. So, but it was Biggie and it was Craig Mack on Bad Boy. First two artists on that label. And it took you never thought that hip hop would take it this far. Biggie would have ventured off, and I could imagine all of the real MCs that would have came up under Biggie versus what happened when the demise of Biggie happened, and then we had Puff, who took the shiny suit era, then he brought the locks, and then he brought Mace, and then I was just so disgusted with hip hop at the time. But I mean, thank God for Pharoah Monch, thank God for Chino XL, thank God for Eminem, thank God for Razzcast, because that kept me on the hip hop as far as like just being a fan and being with the music side. I'll say that. But this whole thing now that Puff is implicated, it's going to be interesting. We already know about these actual charges that he has, assaults and stuff like that he has. And that's just every day there's something new. But this situation where he's implicated to be connected to both of the unalignments, it's an interesting take. Now, moving forward, Conan O'Brien dissed Drake. Conan O'Brien, of all people, during the Oscars, he said, we're at the halfway mark of the show, and this is the part where Kendrick Lamar comes out and calls Drake a PDF. And everybody's laughing, and then he said, "Oh, I'm not tripping. I'm lawyered up." He said something like that, and I said, "Oh man, Conan is a big troll." Shout out to Conan O'Brien. I like Conan O'Brien. I don't know if did I ever meet Conan. I do remember him in Ice Cube getting together on some stuff or whatever. But Conan O'Brien is a troll. Not like that. Shout out to Conan O'Brien. Conan O'Brien saying all that about Drake though was funny. He called him that on live TV. He called him a pedo on live TV. I think Drake is done, if you ask me. Yeah. Conan roasts the heck out of me. I mean, if y'all ain't seen it, this was on the Oscars, and it's just hashtag Oscars 2025. Conan O'Brien joking about Drake and ending it up with saying, "Don't worry, I'm lawyered up." Yo. Hey, Drake. Say, Drake. Oh man. And then back in the day, let's go back, because I think Drake hasn't been, let's go on record, Drake hasn't been accused of any PDF stuff. But the Golden Globes, not too far back, with Ricky Gervais, he said, if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech. You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spend less time in school than Greta Thunberg. And then he made some comment about PDFs too. I'm just throwing in the correlation of how Drake getting dissed by Conan O'Brien, and these larger platforms, or these people are not really associated with the culture or saying things. Yeah, it's a done deal. I think it's a done deal for Drake. That was hilarious. What up, Shay? What up, Long Gone? And I'm gonna wrap this up in a little bit, because all I really wanted to do was question: has anyone heard Jay-Z house being raided by the feds? Has anyone heard of that? The people that I know, I don't know. I'm just asking. That's why it's a question mark. So I'm not saying that happened. I'm asking because I'm hearing some stuff that his house was raided. Now, why would he be raided? Is it in connection with this whole thing with Puff? That's why I'm throwing all these conversations in there. Is it in relation to this whole situation that's going on with Puff right now, with this KPD trial that's coming up? The Diddy connected to the 2Pac and Jay-Z demise. Biggie's demise. Is that connected to Jay-Z's house being raided by the feds? If that happened, let's see, because there's certain information that will come out that people will definitely want to make sure comes out about Jay-Z, but there's certain things that they make sure is held back. So, like, even I questioned, and I said the situation with Jay-Z, Jack Dorsey blocked, and there's this Cash App RICO charge situation. I put that out last week or a week before, and not too many people were talking about it, though. Very interesting, but that's a real case. That is a real case. Jay-Z is involved in that case. Block Inc. Look it up. If you Google Block Inc. and Jay-Z and Jack Dorsey. Jack Dorsey is the former owner of Twitter. That's a real case. So if his house is being raided by the Fed, I don't know what they find at his house. I don't know. But the situation is, number one, there's a lot of interesting things coming up right now in the news. So Jay-Z has what? I think he has many homes, but he primarily has a home in the that Malibu mansion. There's a Malibu mansion that he has that was, I guess, was worth 200 million. I don't know if they have to sell it or something like that. And they have a Bel Air estate, I believe, as well. And then they have some things in New Orleans and some things in New York. So which house did they raid? I don't know. In fact, I think Jay-Z and Beyonce owns the biggest home in Malibu. And it was a historic purchase. Malibu's Paradise Cove, 40,000 square feet estate. Did they raid that? Or was it the other homes? I'm not too sure. But yeah, these are interesting times. That's all I have to really say, because if that happened, or if I'm sure it would be suppressed. If it happened, I'm sure it would be suppressed. But I mean, some things are gonna come out. So what do you say? Would you say Bajibu, they need to get onto Jay-Z if they ain't already? Oh no, trust me. Trust me. There's some things that are going on behind the scenes that I think some people are just not gonna really talk about, because it just fits the best interest for them not to talk about it. But I just got to do a little bit more digging. I don't know if anyone heard, like I said, did the house get raided, and if so, what was it for? Is some other stuff coming down? Maybe it's because of the Block Inc. thing that I spoke on a couple of weeks back, the Jack Dorsey connection, because that's a whole RICO thing. Jay-Z being involved with Block Inc. And you have what's his name, Mr. Cash something. He's suing Block Inc. and he's implicating Jay-Z, Jack Dorsey, and the funny things that they did with Cash App. Yeah. Baji Boo said, raid the mother-in-law. I don't trust them either. I don't trust none of them. What do you say, nurse? Like Kendrick said, you picked the right guy at the wrong time. Yeah, they did. They sure as heck did. The party's over. That's pretty much what this means, though. The party is over. If y'all listen to what Kanye was saying, no more parties in LA. He had Kendrick on there. No more parties in LA. Yeah, as the party is done. Okay, yeah. We got 57 people now, 60 people. Y'all hit the like button, because I'm about to wrap this up and be up out of here. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to come in. I'm gonna do more research and find out what's really good with this situation. But yeah, was this house raided by the feds? Man, and the thing is when the feds is on you, man, when the feds on you, man, you it's gonna be hard. It's hard. Regular police is one thing. Sheriffs, that's the next level. Regular police is like security guards, if you really ask me. As long as you know your rights, you know how to talk to them. Articulable suspicion. Every time the police run up on me, it's, hey, do you have articulable suspicion? If you don't, you need to get the flip out my way. And I don't disrespect any law enforcement or anything like that, but I'm busy. I got things to do. You stopping me, you're wasting my time. I ain't got time. Am I interrupting your investigation? No? Okay, then I gotta go. Bye. They can't search you. They can't run up in your property. They can't do nothing. They can't do none of that without your permission. The sheriffs is a totally different situation. But the feds, when the feds come for you, they come for you. And if they raided his house, they know something. They know something. Yeah, long gone. I appreciate you. You can support the channels with the super chats. Appreciate you. And yeah, y'all get the likes up, because I'm pretty much up out of here. I may come back later. We got a whole bunch of stuff we got to do. It's a busy week, very busy week, very, very busy week. We're moving, and I'm still gonna be doing what I'm doing here. In fact, I think what I'm gonna do, especially since we got a little community over here, a lot of this content, a lot of this commentary will be on a podcast platform, and I want y'all to be a part of it. To be honest, like you got Baji Boo. You just asked. Diddy was in London for a hot minute, a few months before he got arrested. I don't believe he was behaving himself. Wow, there's this man going to be a world star. Okay, I didn't get the last sentence, but what I will do is when I conduct these live podcasts, I want y'all to be included. So I may come on live and then I'll get y'all included, and then we can do a podcast. We can have a conversation. I'll have a phone line. I'll do what I need to do to just get y'all involved, because people have questions. But basically, the situation is set in the West. Yeah, Shay, I think this RICO list is dropping today. That's why I said, hey, is it a whole situation where Jay-Z's house got raided? Maybe he's implicated. You got to think about who benefited from the death of Biggie and Tupac. The only two people that I could say that are still around to this day that benefited from the death of Tupac and Biggie is Jay-Z and Puffy. When Pac saw his demise, Suge didn't rise like how Puff did when Biggie saw his. And I'm not saying Suge's no angel or nothing like that, but you just got to look at both cases. So yeah, Shay, I'm gonna do these like broadcast, these podcasts, and my thing is wolf tickets. So if you're on Spotify, if you're on Apple podcasts, if you're on Google, I don't think Google has the podcast thing anymore, but anywhere you get podcasts, just search wolf tickets with Wolfgang Amadeus, and I want y'all included. I got to figure out how to get everybody included. But if you're a West Sider, if I got your email, I'll get y'all included basically. So let's start working like that. If y'all really want to turn this up, let's do it that way. Wolf Tickets Radio on all platforms. If you're already a member here, there will be a members only post. Like, hey, if you want to join. Here we go. Boom. There you go. That's what's up, long gone. West Siders unite. And this is worldwide West Side. You ain't got to be from the West Side anywhere. Worldwide West Side. You know what I'm saying? And cruelty-free artistry. Look, there's so much stuff that I'm missing because I wrote the bylaws for the cruelty-free. I got to do the taxes. We got to be able to be ready to take donations. We about to have a building. We about to do a lot of things for the community. Yeah, there's going to be a lot that we're going to be doing with cruelty free as well. But yeah, Wolf Tickets is here, set in the West. If y'all like that idea of interactive podcasts, let me know. And of course, Jag will join as well. Jag definitely will join. And Lindsay Lou, so glad you're a good man. And Jags is nothing about you. My husband is a good man. And I'm crazy about him too. That's what's up. Yeah, you got to have a good woman in order to really propel a good man. Appreciate it, Baji Boo. You've been shouting out cruelty free on your socials. That's what's up. We appreciate that. Yeah, there will be members. You say all I can find stories about Jay-Z house being raided. Got it. Yeah. You meant raided. Yeah. No, that look. The thing is when people got certain PR, certain stuff just ain't gonna come out. So you just gotta know that and respect that. Certain stuff is not gonna come out when you got good PR. Jay-Z and Beyonce have probably the best PR out there. As far as Drake, I don't know. He needs to step his PR game up. If you got Conan O'Brien dissing you on the Oscars live, man, how can you come back from that? I do not know. I don't know. I do not know. But Yeah, it's just clickbait now. But I'm gonna get down to it because I gotta make some calls and I gotta like contact some people and really see what's good. All right, y'all. Again, we're gonna do this pretty much maybe once a week with the podcast, and let me get y'all included. Long gone. Appreciate you for being a member and a more than a member. You are a mod as well. And my membership ain't like a whole lot. So if y'all want to get down with just hip hop questions, hip hop trivia, whatever, let's do it. Let's do it. Just answer to the post that I put for Wolf Tickets. So Wolf Tickets Radio will be coming back, and we'll include the whole hip hop community worldwide West Side. All right, y'all know the side, world motherfucking ride. All right.
Wolf gang, where you at, man? Wolf.